Hello everyone and welcome back to our reading of Ghosts from the Great Mystery series. Today's chapter, Everyday Ghosts. Let's get started. In this book, we have looked at several different types of ghostly manifestations. We have seen that some ghosts reenact dramatic events from the past. Others appear for a specific purpose, and a large number appear as crisis apparitions. However, the majority of ghostly sightings that people report fit into none of these categories. Most incidents involving ghosts are rather ordinary and pointless. The ghost may appear only once or be seen many times. Very often, nobody even knows whose ghost it is. Bath's Man in Black is typical of the quieter ghosts. It has been seen off and on for years, and is still being glimpsed. It seems quite content to stroll the streets, appearing and vanishing quite suddenly. Nobody knows whose ghost it is, though from its dress it appears to date back about 300 years to the 17th century. Equally disturbing is a phantom that has been reported near the village of Stanbridge in Hampshire. One evening in October 1979, a local man named Robert Fulton was driving along a lane when he spotted a hitchhiker. The stranger was a young man in a white shirt. He did not say anything, but simply climbed into the car and sat quietly. Fulton accelerated up to about 60 kilometers per hour and drove for a few minutes. He turned to ask the hitchhiker where he would like to be dropped off, but the stranger had gone. The car door had not opened, yet the man had vanished. A similar phantom has been encountered in Somerset and a third in Kent. Vanishing hitchhikers are not confined to Britain. Many encounters have taken place in the USA. It seems that some ghosts delight in playing these tricks on mortals. Such ghosts have been reported in many different places, but nowhere can boast more phantoms than the quiet Kent village of Pluckley. Several people out after dark have heard an invisible coach and horses trotting along the high street. The churchyard is haunted by a woman in a red dress with a small white dog. A lane near the village is haunted by a long-dead schoolmaster, and a phantom glow is seen on the spot where a woman was burnt to death. A ghostly colonel wanders through nearby woods, and a phantom monk paces a local farmyard. Phantom monks seem particularly active at Beaulieu Abbey, now a stately home in Hampshire. Dozens of people have seen ghost monks walking in the gardens. In 1965, one woman spotted a monk reading from a parchment. When she approached to see what was written, the figure vanished. So common are these sightings that the staff no longer take any notice of reports. Rather rarer is the sound of phantom singing. This has sometimes been heard, and is generally described as tranquil and beautiful. Nor are all ghosts exactly what they might seem to be. During the 1920s, a strange apparition frightened several people who walked beside a pond in Brentford near London late at night. The witnesses reported seeing a large white object, which rushed towards them out of the night. After several such reports, the ghost was revealed for what it was. One man was terrified by the pale phantom tearing towards him with a rushing noise. He dived for cover, but glanced up to see a swan flying by. It seems that the darkness and imagination had made the earlier witnesses think that they were being attacked by a ghost. Perhaps one of the friendliest everyday ghosts that people have claimed to have seen is that of the good ghost sister at the Prince Alfred Hospital in Sydney, Australia. This ghost is often mistaken by nurses and doctors for a real sister, and they only realize that she is a ghost because she vanishes into thin air. On one occasion, the ghost seems to have helped one of the nurses to spot a patient in trouble. Sister Bowl said one night, "I was working in one section of the ward, but I saw what I thought to be the night sister bending over a patient in another part of the ward. I finished what I was doing and went over to see what the sister had discovered, but she disappeared while I was on the way. When I got to the patient, I found that immediate attention was necessary. It was then discovered that the night sister had not been in the ward at all. It seems it was the good ghost sister." Some people feel that the good ghost sister is the ghost of a real sister, once on the staff, who died tragically as a result of a fall from a high balcony. If the sightings of the ghosts can be believed, it would seem that the ghost of the sister came back to carry on practicing as a nurse in the hospital. Well, that's very fascinating, isn't it? Of course, I'm not going to laugh at that bit of the swan. Birds can be scary. Anyway, that's all for today. Join me next time as we conclude this reading. I'll see you then.